For centuries, humanity has feared creatures of the night, vampires, blood drinkers, immortal predators. But where did these chilling legends truly begin? Were vampires real? Let's uncover the dark, fascinating history behind the vampire myth and the true events that inspired the most famous vampire of all, Dracula. In ancient times, strange deaths and mysterious illnesses were blamed on spirits who fed on the living. In Eastern Europe, stories of the undead, known as revenants, terrified entire villages. People misunderstood natural death processes. Corpses sometimes looked fresh after burial, causing panic. Diseases like rabies and tuberculosis created vampire-like symptoms, biting pale skin, coughing blood. Unable to explain these horrors, communities turned to terrifying beliefs that the dead were not truly at rest, but rising to prey on the living. One of the first recorded vampire panics struck the village of Kisilova, Serbia in 1725. Peter Plagojevich died suddenly. 9 villagers claimed he strangled them in their sleep after death. When villagers exhumed his body, they found blood at the mouth, fresh nails, hair, and a bloated corpse. In terror, they drove a stake through his heart and burned his body. This gruesome event was taken so seriously that even Austrian government officials documented it, fueling the vampire hysteria across Europe. Vampire fear wasn't just an old-world superstition. Even America had its own dark chapter. In 1892, Exeter, Rhode Island, the Brown family fell victim to tuberculosis. Mercy Brown, only 19 years old, died and was buried. Soon after, her brother Edwin fell ill. Neighbours exhumed Mercy's grave, finding her body unusually preserved with blood in her heart. Convinced she was a vampire, villagers burned her heart, mixed the ashes with water, and forced Edwin to drink it as a cure. But Edwin soon died too, sealing the Brown family's tragic fate. Today, we understand these events differently. Decomposition sometimes delays depending on climate. Gas buildup can make corpses look bloated and lifelike. Rabies and tuberculosis created symptoms mistaken for vampirism. Superstition, fear and disease combined to create the perfect storm for vampire legends. But in the past, lacking science and overwhelmed by fear, people clung to terrifying explanations. In 1897, Irish author Bram Stoker drew from these real stories, including the Mercy Brown case, to create his immortal character, Count Dracula. Stoker blended Slavic folklore, real grave exhumations, and the legend of Vlad the Impaler. Dracula wasn't just fiction. It was a reflection of real fears that haunted humanity for centuries. Thus, the legend of the vampire was forever etched into our culture, a chilling reminder of how fear of the unknown can become immortal. Are vampires real? Perhaps not in the way we imagine, but the fear they represent is very, very real, and it lives on forever.